Good evening, all you beautiful subscribers out there, and I hope you had a fantastic weekend because mine was absolutely awesome, to be honest. I really do hope you had a great weekend because the weather was absolutely fantastic. And before I get into everything, I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for still subscribing to the channel and still following me on my journey. Long may it continue, as far as I'm concerned. I really do, because I thoroughly enjoy doing this. I like doing this in the comfort of my cab instead of filming on the road, because I can't anyway. It's totally illegal, and these would never allow it anyway. So hence why I don't do it. Even though there are some I see some brilliant things on the road, and no doubt thousands of you other truckers out there have seen some things that just make the hairs on the back of your neck stand up. They are absolutely horrendous, some of them, but hey ho, that's the driving standards on the roads at the moment. But whatever you did at the weekend, I hope that you had a really good time. I really do. Played golf on Friday with Mr. Chris Pope at Drayton Park Golf Club, not Drayton Manor Park Golf Club. Apparently the locals don't like it when you call it that. So it's Drayton Park. So whatever I said on the beginning, I've started editing my video. I haven't actually completed it all because editing's a bit of a pain. So I'll get that done and I'll get that uploaded as soon as possible. But yeah, we had a really good time. Chris played really well. Obviously he knows the course. It's very tree lined, as I found out because I was in it quite a lot, and I actually smashed my head on one as well, on one of the branches. I thought it was going to break my neck, but yeah, that was just looking for a ball, my head down, and I wasn't looking ahead. There's a low branch, and I thought I'd knock myself out, but that's pretty solid, as I last keep saying. But yeah, we had a really good time. I thoroughly enjoyed it, and like I say, the weather was absolutely fantastic. We didn't get to do I'd love to have done a Texas Scramble level par challenge. I'd like to have done that, but unfortunately we couldn't, because you got to get special permission to do that. So we just did a Stableford. I was absolutely knackered. I was just coming off a 12-hour shift. Didn't do very good score wise, but Chris did it. He, like I say, he played really well. But I thought I was dragging my knuckles along the 12th, 13th. I was absolutely shattered. But either way, I had a fantastic time. It was really good. And then Saturday I played. We had a club better ball competition, so I joined in one of my 4 balls that I played with. We played, and yeah, it was good. We did all right. I think we come top 10 or something like that. But yeah, my partner played really well. I backed him up with a few really good holes, but yeah, I think we didn't win it, but I don't think we won it. There'd have been ridiculous scores out there anyway, because high handicap players are playing as well, so we know that the high handicappers can score on that, because it was a Stableford anyway again. So but yeah, that was my weekend of golf. And then Sunday I shot another video as well of my grandson when he came home, because when he came to our house on Sunday for Sunday dinner, I bought a load of stuff from Temu. There was like a carpet laid out with road plan and farms on it and stuff, like different pictures and stuff like that on there. And then I bought him a load of trucks and diggers and tippers and cement mixers and stuff like that, and a bus and monster trucks. And as soon as he come in the house and he saw it, his face just lit up. He was like, oh, wow, and just dove straight into it. It was absolutely brilliant. But I'll upload the video onto YouTube, and you can see it for yourself. But it was absolutely brilliant, and he never left until he obviously had his dinner. But then when he finished his dinner, he just wanted to get out and just play with his trucks again and everything. It was absolutely awesome. I had a blast. It was great. It was all right. Tonight I've got I'm off up to Sainsbury's Stoke to drop a load, and then I'm off up to DHL Liverpool to pick one up to bring back to here, because it's an onwards to Stoke. Even though I'm passing Stoke on the way down here, I've still got to bring it back here. Yeah, I think because it's got to come back here so that they can plan it to go back up to Sainsbury's Stoke. Why they couldn't plan it for when I'm coming down with it, I do not know, but I I just drive the damn truck. That is it. Not paid to think, which is fine by me. Did all my thinking when I was in the military, so I'll just sit behind my wheel, I'll pull the load and I'll deliver it. I'm good at doing what I'm told. I did it for the past 23 years, so there you go. Right, so British Masters is over. Nicholas Norgard won it. The Danish professional. I think he's only 32 years old. I think it's his fourth win on tour. But yeah, congratulations to him. That happened at the Belfry, which was more or less a stone's throw away from where we were to Drayton Park. Didn't hear any of the crowd noise, but we heard a lot of noise coming from Drayton Manor Park itself, because obviously the kids were still at school. And like I say, the weather was fantastic, so the park was absolutely rammed, and there was plenty of screaming off there with the kids on the rides and stuff like that. So they must have had a blast. So yeah, that was the British Masters over and done with. Yeah, I think Tyrrell Hatton was leading for a couple of days, and then sort of fell off at the end. But yeah, huge congratulations to Nicholas. What's going off in the sporting world? What else is going off in the sporting world? Wow. I was I got home after playing golf, and Alas sat down and says, have you heard what's going off in golf? No, I ain't got a clue. Apparently, and I've seen this firsthand because she showed me on her phone. There's a guy that's going to transgend to the LPGA Tour because he can't drive it as far as the other guys. He's 40 yards behind the other guys. Boo flaming who. My God, that is just absolutely ridiculous. And if the RNA or the PGA allow this to happen, I think I'll give up golf. I really will, because that would just be an absolute outcry. They cannot let this happen. This guy, or this, yeah, is a man, and he wants to transgender to a woman so he can play on the LPGA. Is just a cheat, because he's 40 yards behind the guys. Yeah, I can totally understand that. He's not driving it as far as the guys, but he's probably 100 yards in front of the women. So he's at an advantage straight away. So all you women golfers out there, please, you've got two choices: accept it or decline it. I think the latter would be better, because it should not happen. It would be an absolute travesty if the PGA and the RNA allow this to happen, as far as I'm concerned, and that is my point of view. And as far as I'm concerned, it's just a cheat, because he cannot win on the men's tour. Well, there's other options out there, surely. Get a better coach, go to the gym, exercise more, get strength exercising in. There's other ways out there that he can better his game, instead of thinking, oh, I can't win on the men's tour anymore, I think I'll become a woman and try winning on the women's tour. It's an absolute joke. And like I say, that is my point of view, and if you've got a different point of view, please leave me a comment, because I think he's a cheat at the end of the day. Because if he is allowed to play on the LPGA Tour, he's going to win everything, irregardless, because he's bombing it past the women. And this world has gone bananas. It really has. I've got nothing against people that want to transgend. I've got nothing against that at all. But surely, sports-wise, that's why we have women's sport and we have men's sport, and never the two should mix. The women have tried it before, trying to play on the PGA Tour, and they cannot compete. They cannot compete with the men. And likewise, you would never ever get a female transgender to a man and then play on the men's PGA Tour. You would never ever get that, because they could never ever compete for the men's sport. It would just never happen. That's why you have women's football, you have men's football, you have women's tennis, you have men's tennis, and so on and so on and so on. The swimming's, is it swimming or the cycling? The cycling is not allowed. Tennis players, it's not allowed. it should not be allowed in any sport whatsoever for them to transgend into a different category. It's totally wrong, and in my eyes it's cheating, especially if it's a man going down to a woman or whatever, because in my eyes there's only two sexes, and that's man and woman. That's my point of view. Well, that's my opinion. Sorry. So if you got any other points, if you think I'm wrong, if you think I'm right, please leave me a comment. I'd really appreciate it. I'd love to hear it. Well, that's me. I'm gonna try and find my trailer, and then I'm gonna bugger off to Stoke. So drive safe, look after yourself, watch out for those lunatics that are out there, because there's plenty of them. There really is. Like, subscribe, leave me a comment. Please leave me a comment of anything that I've covered tonight, especially that top topic, and I'd really appreciate it. Oh, and I've just another thing as well. I've just bought off Temu a video camera thing, in-cab camera. So I'm going to start getting some road footage out there as soon as I get an SD card. Oh, and I'm looking forward to Celtic Manor as well. All I've got to do is wait for my line manager to give authority for me to have my leave for next week, because I've booked all next week off. I'm working Sunday, and then I've booked all the rest of the week off because I'm playing two rounds down at Celtic Manor with Woody. So really looking forward to that. Take care, guys, and I'll see you for my second shift tomorrow. Cheers.